First of all, I would like to welcome Mayor City of Chestermere, Patricia Matthews. Patricia, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, and Salam Alaikum.
Very good.
And I apologize if that is not pronounced correctly.
Well,
it's the first time I've got it.
Well, I think it's pretty close. It's pretty close. And Heather Davies, जो कि City of Chestermere ਲਈ Councillor the candidate ने. Heather, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Patricia's braver than I am. I'm not going to dare.
Well, maybe, you know, if you keep on coming for the interview, you might try next time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, majority of our listeners, they come from Asian countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, you know.
We're very excited to hold the election. Because I've been acclaimed, I get the opportunity and the very humble honor to serve Chestermere again for another 3 years, and I thank all of our community for that.
Yeah, thank you, Patricia ji ने कहा है कि भी वो ते मेयर already हैं ते पर उन्होंने so yeah, can you please maybe I'll start with Heather. You know, if you can talk a little bit about yourself. You know what you're running for, your stand is.
Yes. Actually, my family and I have been residents of Chestermere for just over 18 years. When we moved out, the population was just over 800. So we've seen quite a change. And what I've been really focusing on, the length of time I've been living in Chestermere, is the sedimentation removal from the lake. It's a benefit for the community as a whole. And what I'd really like to see is where Anniversary Park is on the west side, is we have a really nice beach formed once we remove the sediment, and hopefully at some point we can have swimming lessons for families.
Excellent. Wow.
In that area. So,
So Heather ने दस्या जी कि वो पिछले 18 साल तो चेस्टरमेयर ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ और ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਚੈਸਟਰਮੇयर ਦੀ ਪਾਪੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਿਰਫ 700 ਜਾਂ 800 ਦੇ ਆਸ-ਪਾਸ ਸੀ और उन्होंने जी अगे डेवलपमेंट है चेस्टरमेयर की उसके बारे में कोई जानकारी साझी की है
जी उन्होंने लेक में सफाई की है ते कहते उत्थे बीच बनाने का भी प्रोग्राम बना रहे हैं सो बहुत बढ़िया होएगा जी
बिल्कुल जी
so Patricia, if you I think you're the mayor, everybody probably knows you in the town, so if you can talk a little bit about yourself, you know, your background and stuff.
Absolutely. I have lived in Chestermere with my family. I have 2 young children in school, and I've been there for about 11 years now. I've spent the last 3 years as mayor, and am fortunate to continue on for the next 3. And my focus has been on trying to make sure that our schools have priority when it comes to the province. And for the next 3 years, I'd like to work, as Heather has referenced, on the dredging project as well. But my passion right now is a health centre. I believe we need to have something in place to provide health services to our entire community. And I'm looking forward to moving that forward.
बिल्कुल जी और पैट्रिशिया ने दस्या कि वो भी तकरीबन 11 साल तो चेस्टरमेयर ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ 2 ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਨ ਫੋਕਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਚੈਸਟਰਮੇयर ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਾਧਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇ ਹੈਲਥ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਬਰਦਸਤ ਰਿਕੁਆਇਰਮੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਚੈਸਟਰਮੇयर ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੋ ਉਸ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਸੋ 3 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹ चेस्टरमेयर ਦੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਟਰਮ ਲਈ ਉਹ ਅਨਅਪੋਜ਼ਡ ਇਲੈਕਟ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ so like Patricia, I would like to know, you know, what's the reason behind that?
The health centre, or the reason behind that?
The reason that you are elected unopposed.
Well, I believe I've done a good job, and I humbly respect the position that I have. I'm excited to continue it, and I believe that having worked really hard over the last 3 years, I've shown the people of Chestermere that I have that dedication to them, and they have reciprocated that excitement and that respect by allowing me to continue unopposed.
Well, that's of course, yeah. I mean, it's not only you. I think people of Chestermere, they have recognized that you have done a good job. So that clearly shows.
Shukriya.
Yeah.
Even as we've grown, I appreciate the services and the businesses that are coming to Chestermere. If I'm baking something and I forget an ingredient, I don't have to run back into the city to get it. We have the Safeway there now. We have some restaurants that are coming, and I'm looking forward to seeing the expansion of local businesses.
So just briefly ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਪਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਸੀ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਛੋਟੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਤੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਕਸਰ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਲੋਕ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੱਧ ਗਿਆ ਚੈਸਟਰਮੇਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਛੋਟਾ ਸੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਹੈਦਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਬੜੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਸੀ ਆਲਮੋਸਟ ਐਵਰੀਬਾਡੀ ਨਿਊ ਐਵਰੀਬਾਡੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਮਿਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕੋਈ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀਜ਼ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਲਈ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਡੋਰ ਸਟੈਪਸ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੋ ਵੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਬਿਜ਼ਨੈਸ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਗਰੋਥ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ
So I guess I would say now because of the growth, you mentioned that a lot of services need to increase. I mean, you mentioned your priority was like schools are now, there's health as the main priority. And what about recreation?
I was just going to touch on that. Recreational services also need to be expanded. We have a wonderful recreational center, at our community center. The program there, with over 2,500, like it's built out to the maximum. As we expand and develop in other areas, we're going to need more recreational facilities for sure.
And programs, if I can add to that. We've worked very hard at trying to keep up programming with the growth. You had mentioned, do you see problems with growth? It's trying to keep up with that growth that we need to make sure we target and that we keep people involved so that we know what we need to provide. So that's a key is to get people involved.
So with all these increased services, do you foresee any increase in taxes?
Actually, we're very fortunate because there are several grants that are available for recreational facilities. And also what we managed to do in the annexed area across the highway from us is rather than provide small lineal parks, we combined all the municipal reserve and we've got 24 acres set aside for a large recreational facility and hopefully that will proceed.
You have to remember too that everyone that is on council lives in Chestermere and we all pay taxes as well. None of us want our taxes to go up either. One of the ways that we can keep those down is to get more of that commercial business in place, and we have areas within the town of Chestermere that are specifically zoned for commercial, and we do everything possible to encourage those businesses to come to town.
Absolutely. Actually, that was my question actually.